Walking through the valley of the field of war. Do I want the spirit or material? I'm good, you good. We live a full life of abundance. We trip off nothing all way too often. Put the bullshit to the side and get it. God body, God mind, God soul, but I'm still a man. It's a thin line between both. It's still a line between where I'm at and finna go. Light, that's the vanilla and the go. I'm getting closer to my Zoe. I call my dad on the phone just to say hello. It ain't that much I need to know. I got kids on my own shit. They finna be grown shit. Even when you right, they still say that you're wrong. Lord, protect me from these enemies. 50 told me that winners don't get no sympathy. I see enemies linking with other enemies. They forget they only friends cause they friends with me. Gotta put myself in positions that niggas need me. But I get possessive over shit I love so easy. Everybody getting money, shout to EDD. So you should leave out different than how you enter quarantine. Look at everything I got. How could I ever want more? Look at everything I had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Tell me when I lose it, that's when I know the walking through the valley of the field. Do I want the spirit or material?
Peace, unity, and love from a God-sent nigga. Paying tithes out the offerings that God sent the nigga. Look, living by the good book, at least I'm trying to. Love life on God, I be trying to. I been from the game couple decades, chunking up sietes, repping my siete. I done live life and learn my lessons. Earn my stripes and earn my blessings. Roll the dice, boss up, pay the price, nigga. Don't forget your homies lock, send a kite, nigga. Getting money whether wrong or it's right, nigga. That's the lifestyle I live. I don't spit it, I ain't living. Never fiction in my writtens. When it come to real niggas, I'm the definition. Look, making plays in the kitchen, in the back of the buildings with my niggas on the mission trying to get it, ayy.
Look at everything I got. How could I ever want more? Look at everything I had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Told me when I lose it, that's when I know the value. Walking through the valley of the field of war. Do I want the spirit or material? All my life I sacrifice. Get rid of devices and my vices. Forgive a bitch nigga, that's good advice. But it's ripping through my spirit and I need to make it right. Forgive me, Lord, for acting like a man again. Peace be still like a mannequin. Keep quiet, cause I never understand this shit. Wrist deep in the holy water, rinsing my hands. If I could rewind time, I keep my dick in my pants. We all cursed till we dead. Read St. Thomas, it's all red. That mean Jesus wrote it, he the most high. I'm a close eye. Listen to my old stuff, Kim, I ain't no sign. Is it ironic that I pray in my closet? And thank God for everything but my wallet. Started to develop myself and got grateful. And through it all, I learned that he's able. Amen. Amen. August
Amen.
Fest, 8/19.
I learned that amen mean truth, by
From
the way.
1 to 8, goddammit. I better see all y'all black asses there, man.
Amen.
What's the deal? On the pulpit live, man. Only if y'all knew what we didn't have to go through. Shout out to everybody tuning in, Dom. My only request is that you speak directly into the mic.
Check.
Oh,
We in
yes.
this motherfucker.
Oh, yes.
We in this motherfucker.
I just needed to make sure everything is working flawlessly. We done been through a lot this morning to be here with y'all. I got my August Fest down here. I need y'all to sing with me. With you by my side, we can touch the sky, cause we win. We win, we win, we win, we win. We win, we win, we win, we win. We win, we win, we win, we win. We win, we win. No weapon formed against me, yeah, shall prosper. No, it won't work. Why? God will do what he said he will do. He will stand by his word. He will come through. No weapon. We didn't bend. Hey, all the weapons was formed against us this morning.
It's because we about to talk about some
All
shit.
the weapons, amen.
It's just some regular tragic shit, you know?
But we definitely prospered. Is that the energy that is that how your normal process goes? You kind of...
Every single time.
Because last night I was describing my journey, my previous journey, because things have changed, things have evolved. But normally, if the route is A to Z, my personal route would be A, B, 14,
Yep.
come back to 4,
go to C, then go to 85, come back to B. Like, it was just
90.
It's exactly
Negative 90.
negative 90.
Negative 92.
Negative 92.
Back up to 100.
Back to 100. It's like it was never. Now that we've changed, we've grown, things have gotten a little easier. Thank God for the ease. But normally, it was all these, and my thing was, last night I'm like, yo, though we zigzagged all across the way, when you take that panoptic view, when you zoom out, you can really see how all the dots were connected. And then we ultimately thank God for the journey, man. So, again,
100%.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, welcome home, God Talk Live. I'm your host, Sean of God Radio Sean. To my left on the pulpit is a man they call Tragic. Dom Tragic is in the building, man. Round of applause for my brother.
Feel blessed to be here, bro. Thank you for having me. Finally, bro.
A long time coming, pause.
Gosh.
Big long time coming, pause. And my thing was, this, you've been invited here. We've scheduled, and things haven't panned out. Yeah. And I can kind of feel the energy before. This time, I didn't feel that energy. I knew you were going to be here. I knew we were going to have a great show. And then not only that, when you got here, the lights was fucking up. The camera was fucking up. You've been ultimate patience. I appreciate that. Round of applause for you.
Round of applause for patience.
Don't fast for it. Don't ask for it. Just know it's around. Know you need to use it. Because if you ask for it, it will be given. And that goalpost will be moved to make your eyes really learn the patience. All right, but with that said, let's go ahead and usher God in. If you can, go ahead and thank God for something, and then ask him for something, if that's cool with you.
Of course.
All right, let's go.
Man, thank God for this moment. Thank God for showing me gratitude in life. Thank God for the love and the people around me right now. Thank God for waking me up today to be right here to have this conversation with my brother.
Big facts.
Man, and God, I just want to ask you to continue to keep showing me patience and keep showing me the clear path of the light. Because without seeing that clear path, I don't know what else there is. Thank you.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Hey, well said, man. I feel like that was everything that needed to be said. Let's go ahead and get high. The morning we've had. Hey, can we do this? Hey, guys, if you're at home, I need that bacon crispy. I need the sausage crispy. I need the grits stirred. I need the blunts rolled. It's been that kind of morning, guys.
Smoke up.
We were ready at 11. It's 1:03.
Oh, man.
And we're live. Shout out to y'all for waiting. And everybody tuning in. Shout out to y'all a million times. On the pulpit today, Dom Tragic is here to preach to us. We're going to go over so many different things. But first, let's get rude and disrespectful, brother. Who the fuck is Dom Tragic?
Oh, man. Dom Tragic. Let's see. Man, born and raised on the west. Well, actually, I was born up north.
Okay.
In like a
Yee. I get that. Yee. When you say Yee.
Nah,
Yee.
I was born in kind of like a nobody town.
Okay.
Clear Lake, California. Like.
Okay.
Kind of near. I couldn't even tell you where the fuck it is.
Got
it's
it.
near Humboldt, which would make sense because
Got it.
The hippie in me.
Okay.
But
okay.
I was raised in the IE, and I've been out here for like 8 years, just pushing like nonstop.
And what do you do for those that don't know Dom Tragic? What do you do?
Dom Tragic is a healer. At this point, all I'm doing really is just following my God-given path every single day. I'm trying to be as righteous as I can as a human being.
Wow.
And being an artist is just a part of that path. So spreading a healing message of love and light through my music is what I do. And couldn't really say much more than that. I'm just being.
And we'll talk about how we know each other, and we'll get into all that. But our most recent business venture, guys, Dom Tragic is an artist. He is on the bill for August Fest. Round of applause. He's on the bill for August Fest, guys. No ifs, ands, or buts. All right. And not only is he on the bill, but if I check the records, it looks like you sold the most tickets, man. So round of applause. Whoa, can I get a bell? Round of applause. Before we even get into all the effort that you've put in, moving those tickets, marketing, what's your thought about August Fest as a whole in general?
Man, August Fest feels like, I mean, I know nothing should feel like the light at the end of the tunnel, but like, when I say the light at the end of the tunnel, I mean of like this whole first phase of
Well said.
this whole I'm counting everything as the first
Talking
phase
to the mic.
I'm counting everything as the first phase from the beginning when I first ever touched the mic in high school, after school with the smoke sessions with my homies in the garage, just fucking around with music for the first time, to fucking being in school and graduating with you,
Amen.
getting a fucking degree in music. That shit's kind of crazy still to me. And just 2 tapes later, couple singles, bunch of content later, just being right here right now,
Visuals.
like visuals, everything, just being outside and creating a community of people who think.
Let me see if I can understand you correct. It feels like what you're saying is August Fest is that 10,000th hour.
100%. And I've been talking about the 10,000 hours lately because I ain't kept track, but it feels like August Fest
We're
is
in that
10,000.
last hour
Yes.
of mastery.
Yes.
Hmm.
But it's bigger because like the way I see life right now, just like spiritually, like everything just has been aligning. So this festival feels like the start to a whole new life, to a whole new life, a whole new part of this journey.
Fire.
And I'm just grateful for all my supporters and family and friends and peers and people who just meet me randomly, who just want to pull up and support me. Like, I can't even explain like what that shit means as just as a human being, not even as an artist, just as a human being, for people to follow and want to support a way that you see your life and the way that you envision your journey since the beginning of being. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what that shit means to me.
Talking to Mike.
That's what that shit means to me. You know what I mean?
Not only, and I said yesterday in a conversation, like, I feel closer to strangers, you know, because when it's something different when a complete stranger resonates, not only with you personally, but the art. So that's what I want to get into right now,
100%.
because as August Fest, we have strategically given, I might get upset, guys. Once we go here, I might get passionate. So just flow with me. August Fest, we strategically gave, for lack of vocabulary, the opportunity
100%.
for every artist to not only get paid, but sell tickets, have a tangible goods to actually distribute in trade for financial currency. We put them at the steering wheel of August Fest.
100%.
Just to kind of like give a little bit more context. Normally when you perform anywhere, you're asked to sell tickets. You're required to sell tickets. Now, 10 times out of 10, when you're selling those tickets, you're giving some percentage, often 100% of that ticket sale money to the venue so you can perform.
Every single time.
Every single time.
And it's never an opportunity for you to grow.
Come on.
Or be better. You're just performing in front of a bunch of other hungry artists who in general, in those environments, they don't really want to see you win because
Facts.
They're set up in an environment where they have no choice but to.
It's a money play.
It's a money play.
Yeah.
So I honestly like never really gave into that play because like when it comes to this music shit anyways, I just follow the energy anyway, so I could feel that shit out from a mile away. But I have seen recently people are starting to take a stance for these pay to play gigs, and I think it's a good thing because like it's a lot of plays out there for independent artists right now.
A lot of plays.
A lot of artists don't understand, and I'm getting a lot of independent artists that
Talk your shit.
That hit me up and they're like, bro, like, how do you get these plays in motion? And like, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, are you on Instagram? Like, there's so many opportunities for us as artists now to to get our voice heard and to grow, that we don't need the same resources that we did before. We don't need to pay to play.
Okay. Where's my fucking pen? Okay, put a pin in that real quick. I wanted to write that down because I don't want to forget where you're going.
Okay.
And let's remember, there's a lot of fucking avenues, okay? There's a few things I want to wrap up. One, about last year this time, I learned a word called the antithesis. That means the exact opposite, all right?
What's the word?
Antithesis.
Antithesis.
So when you're being the antithesis, you're being the exact opposite. I learned that word at a meeting from some people from the Caucasus Mountains and while we were planning August Fest. August Fest is the antithesis of all these other performance opportunities that these artists get, okay? So we're just adding on to the long list that Dom is talking about and that we're going to continue to talk about. But let's talk about something right now. Can I go live on Instagram?
Yeah, you should.
Because the way I feel right now, I just need to just talk to some people. My phone has been plugged up and it's not even charging. That's crazy. So this message is for those. If you're watching, you're not watching for no reason. But guys, listen. We're on the other side now. Everybody on the staff of August Fest. We're on the other side of entertainment, okay? What that means is we came from the people who were searching for opportunities to the people who are offering opportunities.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Our hat has switched from follower to leader, okay? I forgive my passion, okay? Let me turn this shit down. A lot of the artists, guys, I fucking hate to say this shit. A lot of you motherfuckers ain't ready. A lot of you guys' priority ain't in order. A lot of you guys aren't ready for the shit that you posting on Instagram.
Oh my God.
The shit that you posting on Instagram, what do they call it? Clout?
Yeah.
Flex?
Yes.
You guys are not prepared. Let me tell you why. I'm so passionate about this. You guys are so fucking selfish.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are so fucking inconsiderate. I can tell that you have never built anything for yourself.
Oh man.
The way these guys are acting about these flyers, a lot of these people haven't even did the simple job of coming to pick up their tickets. I'm going to show you how to kill two birds with one stone. All you got to do is come to rehearsal. All the people got their tickets at rehearsal. A lot of you motherfuckers begging for your flyer didn't even show up to rehearsal. You're flaking on picking up your tickets, i.e., listening to the music, listening to the mixes, listening to the lyrics. All those things, that list of things show me that you guys are not ready for the pedestal that you're trying to step on. So when it doesn't balance out for you, when it's not working out for you, don't get frustrated. You need to do a check and balance. You need to see, do I got all these things in order? And it's the little thing. Guys, we're giving you tickets to sell at your own price point and you keep the money. How the fuck are you not picking your tickets up, Mac boys? Mike L, I will call y'all niggas out by name. Y'all niggas ain't ready for the spotlight. Stop posting shit on Instagram. Stop shooting videos. Stop recording music until you guys are able to be the steward over the little things. I will get passionate up in here. So fuck y'all and let me show y'all the antithesis of the effort that y'all putting in. This man not only I think you were one of the first artists to pick up your tickets. You and Dolo picked up your tickets from me. Yeah. Personally, not only was he the first nigga to pick up his tickets, this nigga is the most sold ticket. He's the exact opposite of all you artists that I'm looking at like, oh, nah, he's not ready yet. So Dom, please, bro, break down your entire mindset, your entire hustle, your entire effort when it came from picking up your tickets to selling the most fucking tickets. Can you please break that down for those who are watching?
If you want me to be completely honest, if you want me to be completely honest of what I envision when I meditate and get in a spiritual mindset of what I'm gonna do with my life with my music, I envision myself in front of the biggest crowds at the biggest festivals, making people feel good, like making people feel something, like how I felt in those situations when I needed that, and I knew that was those artists' moments that they've been envisioning since they've been envisioning this music shit. So the way I think about it is I think of August Fest as the biggest festival of the year. I'm not paying attention to nothing else. The way that August Fest is giving me energy, and the way that August Fest looks at as Dom Tragic as a is the word tangible asset?
Yes.
Tangible asset
Yes.
to the environment and what we're gonna do with this festival. There's no better place for me. There's nowhere else. I'm not meant to be at Coachella. I'm not meant to be at Camp Flog now.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
Okay. So
let me just interpret. Let me interpret because you motherfucking preaching, Dom.
if you want me to talk about the way my mind works, we could really, really talk.
That's
about
when.
this.
So basically,
We could really talk about this.
let me two things. One, you were able to visualize something very, very extravagant. So your imagination you have the power of imagination to actually manifest something that you want to take serious. So you got to see yourself. I hear you loud and clear. Just to augment that, shout out to our host, Miss Corey Renee. Shout out to our host, Dijon Paul. When
All
Dijon,
up in the chat too.
when Dijon, shout out IG, shout out YouTube, shout out Facebook, shout out Twitch. Now, Dijon Paul was on No Jumper. And Adam 22 asked Dijon Paul, why is West Coast rap not popping?
Wow.
And he said the same thing on God Talk Live, right here in the same seat that Dom was in. He said, yo, it's an intelligence thing. That's all I heard when you said I'm able to visualize, because not only is intelligence IQ, knowledge, the things you feed yourself, but it's also that ability to visualize and see yourself, not see the things you want, but see yourself with the things you want. So that was so key that you said. Not only that, you're taking August Fest serious. Key. Now talk about the actual physical effort that you put in to being the number one ticket selling artist on the motherfucking bill.
Look, so you know how like the first time when we were supposed to run this podcast, it didn't work out but like I had all the excuses in the world, which were real things that were happening in life.
Come on.
But at the end of the day, me being who I am, where a simple fuck up of my car isn't going to stop me from getting from the Valley to Inglewood for something that's important for my vision and my journey.
Okay, wait. This is new. And correct me if I'm wrong. This is the evolution of you, because when we first met a few years ago, I feel like you would have let a car stop you.
100%.
But now you're saying, nigga, no, a broken down car.
Because the way that the devil works is the devil will make you think that your situations are taken away from your timing with life. So maybe I thought I was on some shit like spiritually and strong-minded back then, and I thought it was my timing, but I really didn't understand that I was letting the situations that I was going through affect my way of visualizing and actually putting the effort into my timing. Whereas now, like, shit, I've been living like with my back against with my back against the wall for like, I mean, since I've been on my own, but like really like back against the wall, like every day waking up, like, bro, I got rid of my bed 2 years ago and fell asleep and woke up on my studio little mini couch in my room with my studio set up in my room and everything, because I said I don't deserve to sleep on a bed right now.
What? wait, where was my? Oh hell, hey.
Oh hell no!
When I tell you if I had a girl over, they would look at the couch and say, "How does your big ass sleep on that?"
Dom, what? What do you mean you don't deserve a bed? What are you talking about?
Bro, I knew that I wasn't doing everything possible to own up to my path, bro. Like, I've always known that this was the path and that this was like written, but I didn't know how to walk in it. I didn't know how to walk in it. I didn't know how to handle the situations I was in and still get things done that I needed to get done to be honestly at this point where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to fight through having like shit. Like when you were talking about when I rode over here with Dolo, Dolo, shout out to Solo Dolo, my bro literally got the rental. The things that this guy goes, we'll get into that about Dolo. But Dolo rode down from Santa Barbara, got the rental and everything, picked me up because my car was completely fucked up. We rode over here, and I told him, I was like, just let the energy do the talking. We're gonna get you on this lineup. Like, this is my bro and you're my bro. Let the energy do the talking. So shout out to Solo Dolo because
we call him 361 foot landing on this. That nigga's crazy. Shout out to Dolo, man.
Crazy. Shout out to Dolo.
Let me just expound on this. The reason why I get so passionate about you artists and your excuses, one, it's personal because just as a man, just to see the way y'all handle business, a lot of y'all niggas not only don't deserve the spotlight, y'all don't deserve the pussy y'all getting. Because if y'all bitches got to put up with y'all excuses, the excuses that y'all using for a festival which you say you love your career, I would hate to be the bitch that has to fuck you. I'm just saying. Because it's a mental capacity thing. It's an intelligence thing. Now, the reason why I get so strict with you guys, or I have a lack of patience with you guys, because shout out to 818. 818 lives in the motherfucking Vegas valleys, bro. She drove to rehearsal from Vegas. Big Mike got on the motherfucking bus to come get his tickets. Now, Mac boys, it's fucking 6 of you. It's 4 or 5 of y'all in a group. Y'all got y'all producer and y'all got y'all engineer or y'all manager. And y'all still wasn't able to handle business. That further lets me know that you guys aren't ready. When somebody like Big Mike or 818 will get on the bus, y'all still letting that situation control everything about you. So with that said, let's go to the interactions. What demographic of people are you selling these tickets to? Are they strangers? Are they existing fans?
Man.
Like, how are you getting all these tickets off, Big Dom?
Bro, so I kind of, like, when it comes to, like, doing shows around the city and stuff, like, I kind of realized that, like, I have to kind of take it easy on, like, blowing people up about coming to the shows, and just, like, what I'll do is, like, say, like, I have, like, a meaningful interaction with, like, somebody, like, during, because every week is a new phase of life. Let's be honest. A new phase of life, a new phase of opportunity, a new phase of possible. Shout out to Emeka Love in the chat.
Emeka, what's the deal?
Emeka putting in work all the way from Sacramento.
Mac boys, Mike L.
Emeka's taking the Amtrak down to L.A. Every weekend. And selling her shirts that she makes, and selling tickets in same way. Shout out to Emeka Love, for real. But yeah, bro, like, I won't, like, blow up the people closest to me to come to every single show, because, like, I know they support me. I know that they know it's important for them to be there for me.
Well said.
So, like, I, like, kind of, like, will, like, say I have, like, a random show, like, during the week or something. I'll invite people who, like, I interacted with this week, or people who I know wanted to hang out with me this week, or, like, you know what I mean? People who I know, like, would love to be there at that moment.
Because every week is a new phase of life.
But, like, I'll hit up all my day ones. Like, for instance, with August Fest, like, I'm calling them, like, yo, I need you there at this one. Like, this is the one where I need you there. Like, they know what type of time I'm on, and they know at the end of the day, the people who are coming to support me trust in my vision and my timing. So that's all it really means to me to like have these people here at the crowd in August Fest, is they know that this is my time right now. So as do I. So at the end of the day, that's really all it is, man.
To wrap August Fest up as best we can, you know what I'm saying? Because it's August 19th. Go get your tickets now. AugustFest.eventbrite.com. Go get that. Shout out to everybody that bought the tickets while they were on sale. The sale is over. If y'all don't know, Sugar Free is headlining, and we got a couple more special guests we are. So just pull up. You feel me? A lot can't be advertised. It's crazy because the stars that ain't advertised that's gonna be there, you better not put me on the flyer. I'm pulling up. But the people is like, all right, where's my flyer? Where's my flyer? Nigga, you haven't even got your tickets, bro. Like, it's crazy. But August Fest is here, okay? August Fest is next Saturday, guys. Next Saturday. We're almost a week away, all right? Shout out to the staff. Shout out to everybody involved. I love you. I love you. I love you. Talk about your friends that you have on August Fest bill, man.
Oh,
You brought some
man.
important people, some very, very talented people. Some didn't make it, which we're gonna get to in just a minute. All right, but talk about your posse, man.
Oh man, it's crazy. Like, I can't emphasize enough to you guys like how much like life is just like one big canvas that you just visualize. Like the people in my
Wow.
life and the friends that are in my life right now, I visualize them at the top with me. Like I see them for the artist and the person they are and like the place that they have in this world, and I see my place like around their energy. You know what I mean? Like, so it's crazy. Like when these opportunities come across, like it's like I know who to hit up. I know which friends to hit up to, like, you know what I mean? I know which friends not to hit up to go waste your time and the whole team's time with everything that you guys have been doing. Like at this point in my life, like I'm only surrounded by the right people, and like when you think of like the next wave of artists, there's not really like a next wave to look for when you know you're around it.
Let me reiterate something that I was speaking to my brother Rashard. Shout out to my nigga Rashard who came through. A lot of my homies be coming through like shout out to my crib. My crib is like really a safe space, like for real. And I really appreciate everybody that take advantage of that. But yesterday, my nigga Falan, y'all done seen him on the show. He came over because the nigga won 17,000 and he lost 17,000. I'm like, what the? I mean, not 1,100. I'm sorry,
Okay.
1,700 betting, whatever.
Yeah.
He's a gambler or whatever on sports. The nigga was betting on Chinese baseball.
Oh no.
I'm like, bro, you're too extreme. Reel it in. But and during that conversation, a thought I was led to verbalize was, right now at this current moment, new kings are being crowned. You know,
oh man.
and we're being crowned spiritually by God. Like God is literally like, yo,
Oh my goodness.
all right, I see it. Here's your reward. Be your own. Be the God that you're supposed to be. It's a new wave going on. New kings are being crowned. Crowns are falling. Crowns are being shined. It's a lot. Like the pendulum is swinging. And what I told him, once the pendulum swings, it's not coming back.
Ever again.
All right? Ever again.
Ever again.
This is going to be the next kings that are going to be crowned. The crown has to be passed down. It's not going to be God-given this time. It's going to be, yo, I see these guys. They have discernment. They know who is who. They know what is what. They know what is going to produce what. They're not only that, but they can produce on their own. You know what? You're knighted to hand down and choose the next kings. So we're being knighted by God. We're being chosen by God, and the next are going to be chosen by us. So if you're in this, you feel what I'm saying.
100%. I
If
got
you-
the chills.
You know what I'm saying.
I got the chills
The
right
crown
now as
is
you speak.
being slowly. What
we
LeBron do? Y'all see what LeBron be doing. He's a spiritual example. Let him just be him. But the crowns are coming. All right, so if you're not doing work, you're not even in the consideration.
No.
Not even for the spiritual crown or the
devil,
hand down.
the devil ain't even looking at you as a threat.
Come on.
If the devil don't know your name, you're not putting in enough work.
New kings, man. New kings. That may be all right, so talk about your friends that you have on the bill, that were all at rehearsal, that are all selling tickets, that are all doing their due diligence by August Fest. Round of applause, man.
Let's just start with Big Mike the Virgo.
Self-love is the best love.
Let's go,
Hey!
Man. Big Mike the Virgo. That guy is the definition of trusting in your timing. And that guy is the definition of not making no fucking excuses for getting your shit done to be where you envision your life. And Big Mike the Virgo has been walking by God's name since the day he was born. And Big Mike the Virgo has brought up God in every single room he's walked in. Big Mike the Virgo has had every single opportunity he's had. There's been a fight against it, and there's been, oh my gosh, I can't even explain. Like shit, I go by tragic. Big Mike the Virgo has the things that this man has overcame. Like shit, like what does he say? What does he say in my life? Like you couldn't even walk a mile in his like if you can't walk a mile in his shoes, like you can't walk a mile in Big Mike's shoes, because Big Mike really be walking 20 miles a day to get the shit that he needs to get done every single fucking day. Like shout out to Big Mike the Virgo, man. Like man, shout out to Big Mike the Virgo. Yeah.
I need to give a shout out right now. And hold on. Denisha Gibson, Lord Jesus, I see you. Lord Jesus, I talk about you a lot on this show. I'll tell people why, but we can't stop giving Big Mike his praise right now. Man. Shout out to Big Mike. When Big Mike came to rehearsal, like I was like, okay. He was like, I'm a Christian rapper. I'm like,
I'm telling you.
And then he kept rapping. I'm like, I had to put my blood. I was like, oh, am I supposed to be smoking while my nigga Big Mike is? Because he up here preaching. And not only does he have every reason to throw in the towel, this nigga be writing about it. His songs be about the towels that he should throw in.
100%.
So that's a whole different level.
100%. 100%. And, like, if you want to ask someone about how to get shows, first off, let's start there.
He's on every bill.
He's on every single bill. It
Him and what's the nigga? P Smooth?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Man.
Stay booked.
Man. Doesn't Big Mike is gonna perform for you if you're performing in your bedroom in front of your mom and dad. He's gonna pull up. Yeah, if you want to put on your
with a
show,
backpack on,
with a backpack on,
with a backpack
on, and he's gonna turn it up. Hey, Big Mike, man. When it comes to real, I don't know how who else to put in human form to like describe the definition of real, but that's all I gotta say. When it comes to Big Mike,
guys, the nigga showed up on the bus to get his fucking tickets. Then the nigga brought the spirit into rehearsal, guys. We were blowing weed. So much weed that we can't even smoke in the building anymore. They won't even so now we got to rethink the rehearsal location because we just smoked it out.
Because niggas need to smoke.
Shout out to Big Mike the Virgo. Mm-hmm. Who else did you bring along with you, man?
Solo Dolo.
Hold on, wait. So what did you do? Because you for sure got on the bill. You made sure you were on the bill last year. You was like, you know what? I'm not missing next year. You did everything you had to do. So what did you do? Like send these people the link, or like how did you tell these people? Like,
it's weird. Like I swear, I feel like when usually when an artist, because I'll tell you what, never have I'm still yet to have like an artist homie who has gotten like an opportunity where they feel like it's their timing and they bring their people with them. Like one thing about me, and I'm gonna talk my shit just for 1 second, is I really do be out here like sacrificing my time for if I trust in one of my homies' timing as well, or someone else's timing. Like I just usually just get a feeling of when it's. I know who to hit up for each thing. Like I know, I don't just trust in my timing. It's not just a me thing. That's all I could really say. So like when I felt how big this opportunity was, and when I felt how special the August Fest is gonna be, I know that I have to do my best in bringing the people along because it's not just
who are gonna execute
and trust their timing to bring the energy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all it comes down to when it comes to like generating crowds and like putting on the best shows and the best events. Is like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of I be going places sometimes and I be seeing like no shade at all, but like you could see when it's not somebody's timing. You know what I mean? You can see and you can feel, you can hear, you know when it's not somebody's timing. And I just would hate to be to have an opportunity and not bring the ones who are right there with me along.
That's a very great point. That's a very great point because someone had a few things to say about August Fest.
Oh hell no!
Hey, that was a fruit and slip. That was not supposed to happen, but I'll take it. Let me see. I'm gonna go here. Look at Jewel with the titties out. All right, shout out to our neighborhood post lady. That is my business partner, and we're planning the festival of our life, and she's in Houston. But she asked me is there anything? She was here about 48 hours before she left, so there's nothing I could say wrong about her. But I would really love to go to a particular post, and I'm not sure exactly which one it was, and if I can't find it right away, I'm just gonna not freestyle it, but I'm just gonna give it a recap. What?
Nah, don't put him on blast.
No, fuck that. What? This nigga put his own stuff on blast. What the fuck? All right. And I don't see the post, but let me just revisit this real quick, because round of applause again to Big Mike the Virgo and Emeka Love.
Emeka Love, man.
Round of applause.
Emeka Love.
But before we go to Emeka Love, because I need to know more about Emeka Love.
Yes, I got you.
Before we go there, we had auditions. Again, we had to replace those artists who weren't serious, who didn't come get their tickets. We have replaced you guys. So we not only had an in-person audition, but we had an audition live on Instagram. Great. Round of applause for everybody that auditioned. It was a lot of talent outside, okay? Now, we had physical auditions. It was a guy named, what's his nigga name?
Who?
You know my man's name. The Pokemon name. What's his name?
Pokemon.
Sario, what's his name?
Oh, Cairo.
Cairo. Pokemon. All right. That was too accurate. All right. I'm sorry. All right. So this man came to auditions. One, he came, early. He was there. He looked good. He was dressed well. He had on the jersey. Fresh. Had his laptop. He was ready. Got in the auditions. Fresh haircut, everything. Got in the auditions. Killed the auditions. We all looked around. Damn, bro could fucking rap. But it was something missing just about the stage show. It didn't work the room. And the room is the room. You've been in the room.
Yeah.
If you can't work the room, you can't work the festival. No doubt, bro could rap. It just wasn't what we were looking for. So that turned into bro being on in the comments of August Fest. And I believe it's deleted because I can't find it. He's like, yo, this is just a ratchet festival. They don't know rap. It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And the first thing I told you was like, damn, bro sound like what?
50th anniversary of hip hop.
I was like, yo, bro could really rap. And it sound like he make his own beats. Didn't I say he sound like a producer that rap?
You did. You said he sounds like a producer that knows
And what is bro?
A producer that knows how to rap.
Okay. So again, he was like, I'm around people who don't know music. He puts all this in he's like, yo, they just listen to, go ahead.
Now I think about it, that is crazy because look, first off, all love to Cairo because that's
all love is debatable.
It really has been all love to my bro since I met him. But like when I asked you about how Cairo's audition and the homies auditions went, you told me that Cairo sounds like a producer that knows how to rap, and I was like, he does. That is what he
accurate.
is. And you said that it gives like 50th anniversary of hip hop, which was kind of crazy how it contradicted like the comment.
We don't know music. We only like top 40 and DJ Mustard sounding music. I'm like, okay, but who did you even hear about the festival from? Do you make twerk music?
No.
Do you make DJ Mustard music?
No.
Is anybody gonna twerk to a Dom Tragic, Big Mike's? Nobody's gonna twerk to that, sir. So, Mr. Pokemon, you were out of pocket, sir. Literally, a Pokemon card comes out of. Oh, I'm on fire today. Mr. Cairo, and my thing is, I super respect your talent, but my thing is, this emotional intelligence that we have, this reactive that we have to get in control before we hit the next level. I'm just saying it's a mental thing at this point. It's not a talent thing with you. And there's we gave all the artists feedback before. We didn't need to give you feedback. Unfortunately, when we all deciphered and we was all like kind of delegating, we only had 3 spots, sir. It just wasn't you. You had everything maybe but 1 or 2 things that we were looking for.
Nah, but like the thing is, like honestly, like I'ma just say it because like it doesn't feel right. Like I 100% understand like where this is coming from your point of view and from like and like I'm just gonna look at it as like an outburst that he already deleted the comment, so he already knows because like I've had conversations.
Why don't we know before the outburst?
Right. But like shit happens, and the thing that I'm gonna say, I think it's important for this topic because like I got major love for Cairo. I really do. I've had conversations with him about the I've had like these conversations with him, and like bro is on his shit. But like as a nigga, like shit. As a niggas gonna nig, and I can honestly say like as righteous as I am, I fuck up a lot of times. But look, the thing is, this is what we're talking about trusting your timing and knowing that where you're supposed to be is where you're supposed to be, because like Cairo's timing is like, you know what I mean? Like Cairo, there's a place for Cairo. I'll tell you that 100%. Like I've had these conversations with them. I know he's real. You know what I mean? Like and. Like there's a certain time and a place for him for sure. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen Cairo go put work in and like be outside of the venue at 2 a.m. waiting for a chance to get on the stage. Like I already know like that my if anything my boy is shit. As niggas we get tired of getting like pushed aside to the point where sometimes we won't be able to like take a situation that really wasn't what it is, because I can guarantee you it's not. Like I know you and I know Cairo, and I know that shit could be like that shit's love, like you know what I mean. But as niggas, like we sometimes react from that place of like being pushed aside all of our life, you know what I mean, type shit, because like I can't have my brother watching this and not thinking it's all love. But like at the same time, when you say that, also like, bro, about the artist, you know you got brothers on that lineup at the same time. You know what I mean? So like I trust in your time in my G, just as much as I trust in mine. Same type of shit. Like I wanted to see that. I wanted to see him on the lineup.
When we react like that, it delays the timing.
But honestly, we only react like that when it already wasn't the timing. Like that exact moment wasn't.
And we keep pushing the timing back.
That's true.
Because of that. Just understand, I got an opportunity to display my talent. I got some new followers. I could
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and I hear you because I resonate with everything you said.
Yeah.
I felt powerless in this situation. You said verbatim, push to the side. I felt that. I reacted. But like you said, we're not letting the broken down car delay the timing any longer.
No longer.
We have evolved. You know what I'm saying? So what we do when we go in a situation, we have to observe and embrace the love off the rip.
100%.
No matter if it's love there or not.
I walked into the...
Talk to me.
Before I even performed my songs, I did something that I've never done on a stage before. Overthought about what I was going to talk about. Mm-hmm. When talking doesn't even matter. I overthought inside that room, like what words I was gonna speak, just when it was just supposed to come from. When I speak to a crowd, I'm just speaking from a real standpoint, and like, I'm not overthinking like me just being me. I overthought me being myself, like as I was explaining. I'm gonna talk about it because like, I can't lie to you. Like that little thing like killed my soul for some reason. Like me not being like not being myself for that second. But anyways, like what I'm
Nah,
trying
I
to say,
hear you. I hear you.
yeah, what I'm trying to say is like when I performed, and like y'all knew just from my energy that, all right, this nigga's just doing the most right now. Like we're gonna tell him to cut all that. But like when I perform my music and trusted still, like, you know what I mean? I did not think for 1 second when I did that was gonna fuck up me getting on the stage or anything. I just like went into my music, trusted the energy, and like even the people in that room, like that I had interactions with, like I felt the love and I felt that they trusted that like they felt my energy and to trust in my timing. You know what I mean? Like, and like that shit didn't matter, but like I could say like that was some embarrassing shit right there. You know what I mean? Like, and I just feel like that's just like not letting anything just get in the way of being where you're supposed to be. And like, just, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even explain.
What
to
up,
you.
Zeke? I am Zeke Tapped In. What's up, baby? Great. Listen. Zeke, we call you Sexy Soul in the hood.
Shout out to Zeke, man. Fuck.
Shout out to fucking Zeke, man.
Shout out to Zeke.
Jewel absolutely loves you. We was talking about your audition when we was deciding. Jewel, shout out to Jewel. We need you to sing Happy Birthday to Jewel at August Fest. Cause she loves you. All right.
Go.
And we love your story. We love everything about you. So shout out to Big Z. You
Shout
have
out
to
to
sing Happy Birthday to Jewel.
Man.
We call you Sexy Soul. That's what we call you. That's what we call you in the staff, bro. Shout out to Zeke.
Shout out to Zeke.
So again, push to the side. Not only should we be more forgiving, but we should forgive ourselves. But we should also embrace evolution. Like, we should be able to read the room, understand where we fuck up, how to improve that. Don't be bitter on correction either. You know what I'm saying? Be coachable, and then present it. And when you were talking, I also heard, like, the antithesis of what Cairo was saying when he said, we don't know music. I felt like when you were in rehearsal, you understood that you were around people who knew music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you didn't have to technically say everything that you needed to say for the people who don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So 2 things. One, I want you to just embrace Emeka Love.
Uh-huh.
And secondly, after that, I want to give you this space right now to say the things that maybe you kind of cut short at rehearsal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I knew what I was gonna say, like, and like it was important towards the topic of my last single that I dropped. But
Yeah, it's very important.
yeah, but like that's something that's actually something that's like important, like as a independent and just getting started as an artist in general, like with learning how to be on a stage and stuff like that. Like, you really don't have to speak at all. You really don't have to speak at all, and like you don't have to try to like make people feel the love. Like, you don't have to try hard for people to feel the love. Like, if the love is real and it's genuine, and if you're doing this shit from the soul, like, people understand that anyways, and then everything just comes on top of that. Like, as an artist who's performed over like shit, probably damn near 100 times, I'd say damn near 100 times. Like, I still feel nervous every time I hit the stage. Like,
Excited.
Yeah, it's a good nervous. It's like, to me, it's spiritual, man. It's like, all right, I'm coming out of this I'm coming out of this shell that I was in to do what I'm supposed to do right now. Like, that's what being nervous is. But like, man, like when it comes to getting on that stage, you really don't have to do anything but just be yourself. You really don't have to do anything but just be yourself, dog. Just in general, in life in general, man. Like,
Now, hold on. Now, reason is yourself enough.
oh my gosh. Once you really, really understand that we all have our own personal light deep inside of us, that you think that you're on a journey, you think that you're like climbing up a ladder. No, what you're doing is the things that we do in life, it either buries that light deeper into your soul to where it's harder to bring it out, and you're just bringing darkness to it, or you're doing more and more every day to bring that your own personal light out into the world, which to become who you're supposed to be. Like, we really do all have our own place. Like, and we're all meant to do. We all have our own thing that we're meant to do on this earth and in this universe. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's not one single person who has the same exact path. That shows a lot about God and his personality. Shout out God Talk Live, because we can really get into that topic. But yeah, man, that's why, like, during my performances though, like, I gotta let the people know how important it is just to breathe, because if you're not breathing, you're not being. And if you're holding your breath, if you're holding your breath and you're not taking in every moment, you might leave a room where there's an opportunity for your life to get better. You might end up being in a room and taking something with you that you weren't supposed to take. Like, we have to be aware of our energy in every single room that we're in. So that's why I think it's important for people just to take a breath when I'm performing, and like understand that they're literally supposed to be right there in the crowd, listening to my music, taking something from it. Because I'm not here for no bullshit with this music shit, man. Like, nigga, I really beat. I know, like, it could sound depressing, but this shit's like enlightenment. Like, I really beat death to be here, like, and to do this, and to speak about what happened that brought me to that point. And when I hit the stage, I feel it, and I feel like I see the faces that are in the crowd, and I've seen them before, and I know that they're supposed to be there. So that's why I think it's important for me during my mostly during Let Go, because when I dropped Let Go, that was when I realized I had to let go of all the things in my life that weren't letting me be who I was supposed to be, even if I thought it was love. Sometimes you think it's love. Like, the devil will throw love at you. Lust. The devil throws lust. The devil will throw lust at you, which might feel like love, because this world has a tainted view of love. And most people in this world are scared to love and don't know how to embrace love. So they simply don't know how to be love. And I could tell you 100%, like, these things I've been wanting to open up about and, like, talk about, because, like, shit, I've been the nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, this, I feel like this was all even talking about my brother Cairo and everything. Like, shit, I've been the nigga who, like, hates being pushed aside, and, like, I know I got purpose, and I know I got meaning, and I know I got power, and I know people can't see it or feel it or hear it, and I know, like, no matter what like, the fact that I got that power, like we said, the devil knows my name, so everything is working against me. Everything is working against me.
Cairo, we heard your power, bro. We recognize your power, all right? And truth be told, we have a list already set up for the people who's going to be put on. Shout out to Glitter, who waited an entire year. Shout out to Dom Tragic, who waited an entire year. Cairo, we saw the power. We saw the laptop. We saw the freshness. We saw the passion. We saw everything that you brought to the table, all right? It was nothing personal. It was nothing against you. You didn't lack anything at all, okay? We see you. Round of applause for Cairo.
Yeah.
All right?
That's all I wanted. I just wanted it to feel like love, because, like, man, like, I have personally opened up to that man about.
Pause.
Pause. Like, we've had these conversations about these exact things, and shit. Like, he knocked me in the place with my mindset when I needed it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could tell you 100%. Like, the way I was talking, like, he corrected me with the way I was talking and told me, like, no, like, gave me pointers about the way I was thinking, that, like, changed the way that I think every single day. It's like, since that moment, I could tell you that 100%. 100%.
So what you're saying is I need to forgive Will Smith, basically. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because Will Smith gave me a life lesson.
Yeah.
And that life lesson was in his book, Will. It was 2. 1, he said, I can make the world believe anything he wants it to. Then 2, he said, oftentimes feelings are the enemies of our goal. I will never forget that. And then he fucking slaps Chris Rock. So I need to forgive him based on just the fact that we need to embrace and show love just for that person being able to knock us into place when we need to. And we need to notice maybe somebody's misplaced and maybe nudge them over. But like with what you said, with love, make it feel like love, make it look like love, be the example of love when you do these things.
Think about it this way. If you think about it, if Will Smith is fighting for love in his life, or like if Will Smith was not fighting for love, like genuine, like real love in his life, do you think that he would have reacted like he wouldn't have reacted like that? Will Smith, like, I mean, like, that's a whole topic itself. I've never really even spoke on that. But like, at the end of the day, Will Smith was a black man that got disrespected with like his lover, like his woman, in front of the world, and like, do you know what I mean? I feel like that came from a place of love, like with everything that's like of wanting love, like not wanting this bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, shit, when I react, it's because I'm tired of the bullshit completely. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's because I'm tired of when I react crazy, because shit, I've reacted crazy, man. Like, I've reacted crazy. It's because I was tired of the bullshit and I couldn't take it no more, because like I'm in a place where all I need is love. You know what I mean? And that's not what's around me. That man has taught me things in life that I will hold on to forever. You know what I mean? So like, I think that's just the what happened with him was just kind of just like
he was tired.
Yeah, definition
of being pushed aside.
Yeah, like that's
I
like
agree.
like that's the definition of someone who is like righteous and like who does everything put in the work. It shows what still could happen if you don't put this work in to have the right people around you, like the right real love around you, and you're not putting the right work into your mind every single day. Like, it just shows that anything could still happen. Anybody could react. Like, man, that's all I took from it. Like, that was the part that was more heartbreaking, was the fact that like I understood that the work that man put in to be where he is, and like for people to know like his persona and like that he like knows how to carry himself. You know what I mean? And then now it's just like to be a meme, like to be put as in a meme as a grown man who like put in work to be where you are. Yeah. Like, just to be a meme, man. Like, that's just, yeah. So
it's just a low, what the hipsters say, a low vibrating moment.
A low vibrating moment, man. Like,
and we've all had that.
We're all here.
And we can't judge anyone for having one.
We're all the same, but we look at this shit like it's just entertainment because like of these big names. But man, like, shit, like if I go through like, let's just be real here, because like I'm not depressed or anything. Like, if when I'm at one of my lows just because some bullshit happened and I can't like, man, possibly like, let's say like I can't eat for the day, or like I can't like get like, let's just say like my pockets ain't right, whatever. And if the devil comes to my mind and like says like,
I've been there,
end it, like end it, this shit ain't worth it. Like, imagine being like in a place like that as a human being, like yeah, where like
on a random Thursday, at 3:00,
random Thursday at 3:00, and all these energies are just like, fuck, to have like that many people just looking at it, that's all energy that's coming your way, man. Like I can't even, for him to even still be here, like he's doing something right. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody who has fought through like bad energy, the devil working against them on their journey to enlightenment and righteousness, man. Like,
let me ask you this, and I want to talk to Dom Evolved. Someone's vibrating low, and that low vibration turns into mistreating you. How do you handle that in a natural way?
This is good.
And an ideal way?
Okay. It all comes with evaluating the situation, evaluating that person's.
But hold on, because it happens so fast.
It happens so
fast. So how do you give yourself time to evaluate when I'm mistreating you? The fire is on. You're saying you stop and evaluate right then and there.
I do now.
Powerful.
Nowadays,
Powerful.
nowadays I won't even. Nowadays I won't even like. I can't even like say a word back until I actually sit down and think, because like the way I initially feel about a situation is like in that type of situation will be hurt, and like as a man and just as a man in general, like I'm gonna take up for myself. You know what I mean? Every single time. So it's like, but I've been the person who reacts with anger and like, nah, fuck you. You're not gonna fucking talk to me like that. What the fuck? Like who? Yeah. I've been that guy throughout most of my life growing up. Like that was the person. I'm like, oh, disrespect. All right, what are we doing then? Like type shit. You know what I mean? Or oh, you're fuck you. Like you're cut off because you reacted this way to me. And no, but like
that's natural, Dom.
That's natural.
That's natural.
That's natural. But now
that's Dom Tragic.
Yeah, but now
I hear you.
The way I think about it is like I can't even be. I understand that I'm not perfect all the time, so I have to evaluate situations with people. Say like they hurt me or reacted a certain way that I knew was out of emotion. I have to just evaluate it first, like look at their place in their life, look at the way that I'm treating them to see if it's valid. If it's valid first. Like I have to be able to look at it to understand 100% like if how I would feel in that situation. Because like I've been selfish before, and where I didn't know I was selfish, and I just thought that the way that I felt is the way I have to stand on it, no matter what. Like the way that I feel is the way I have to stand about it, not knowing that the way I felt was because I was in a position in my life where I didn't have my shit together, and I didn't know how to react and keep that person in my life and treat that person with love that they needed. Everyone has their own type of love language, like you know what I mean. Even as friends, like as brothers, like we have our own, like we got our own. Like there's a way that every single person has their own way that they need to be loved. Like and like if you're my friend, and if I'm your friend, I should know how to show you that love and that gratitude to keep you around, and I should know how to treat a situation when you react from a feeling of hurt or being disrespected by me. You know what I mean?
I wanna go here because you're making so much sense to me. You're making so much sense, and you're making it something that can be very complex, very, very simple, and completely left field. That's one of the reasons why I love Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? And I love the artists and the authors that I love. Because if you're able to take something very, very, very complex, break it down, roll it up, let me smoke it. You know what I'm saying? And it's here. I appreciate that. So I want to take what you said and tell you the sense that I made of it and why it made so much sense to me. Because, again, shout out to my brother Amazing, who's also on the bill for August Fest. I was on a very, very long search I wrote a song back in the day, What is Love? And it was just that, it was a song. You know, but what I'm learning is our songs are really manifestations. 100%. You know, so that What is Love song turned into like a few long journey. Like I was like asking people like, yo, what does love mean? You know, like married people, single people, moms, dads, whatever. And ultimately I found out the definition, bro, in a garage smoking blunts with a room full of niggas talking shit. I think we was talking about Marvel. And the homie brought out this old dictionary, and I looked up love, bro, and love said the ultimate willingness to understand. And I'm like, okay. I immediately called my child's mother. I said, I just found out the definition of love. Love means the ultimate willingness to understand. Do you love me? She said, huh? I was like, all right, thank you. Because if you can't understand that simplicity, so when you say,
just think about it. The main thing that will break like a relationship or a bond is misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. You were in the situation because of love or whatever it would have been. Like it could have been love, but like you weren't able to understand exactly what. Like it all comes down to understanding what we're put here to be. Like what are we? Every relationship has its own meaning of what it's supposed to, what it's put there to be for each other.
And let me highlight my favorite word in that. Willingness. The ultimate willingness to understand.
Right.
Because you may not understand everything.
Or want to. Because it goes completely against the way you feel and like think or what you want for yourself. But man, like at the end of the day, that's what we're coming with making a relationship work in general.
The
You have-
willingness to understand.
And that's when sacrifice comes, with sacrificing the way you feel.
He's
and what you
cheating
stand.
on me. You said you love him, right? Are you willing to understand why that man is chasing his dreams like this? Are you willing to understand? Are you willing to understand why are you willing to understand? Are you willing to understand the tone? Are you willing to understand? Are you willing to understand the reaction? Are you willing to understand?
Oh my God.
So when it comes to that, when I got that definition, I'm like, yo, that's a clear indication of who loves you and who you love. Who are you ultimately willing to understand?
Right.
So what made me remember that, or reminded me of that definition, when you said we all have our own love languages, which is cap. That's cap. That's for women. That's to market to women. Like, stop.
I get what you're saying, but that's not what I meant. But I didn't.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay.
So when you said we all have our own love language, we all love differently, it just came to me and spoke to me like, yo, it's only that way because maybe we don't understand the definition. We need to define. We know what a fucking TV is.
100%.
We know what an iPhone is, but we don't know what. And we're throwing these words around.
Love language isn't touch, affection, giving,
Gifts, acts of service.
Acts of service.
Stop, bitch. That's a book to market. Stop.
That is surface level shit.
Come on.
That
It's makeup.
That is surface level shit. Like your real love language comes deep down from what you spiritually need in a relationship and bond to become together, like to be together, like to be a part of this person's journey. Because if not, you're just fucking up their journey and their path by not showing that same willingness to understand that you are walking right next to them on their journey while you're in your journey. It's crazy.
We're going to take a quick break, but before we do, Emeka Love.
Sheesh. Oh my gosh.
She came in the studio talking about she a hooper. Like, yeah. I'm like, let's hoop, nigga. What the fuck, Emeka? I got braids now, Emeka. I will get them ankles right.
Look.
Talk to me about Emeka.
Oh my God. First, I balled with Emeka. The first time I ever even met Emeka.
Is it there?
It was at a basketball tournament that the homegirl Alicia Renee was hosting, and she invited a bunch of artists. Shout out to Alicia Renee.
Shout out.
She's a real one too. I'm gonna make sure she's at the August Fest for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, and Emeka, was the one that was covering me we played against her the first game, and she was covering me, and she looked like a baller. Like, you know what I mean? She looked like a baller. I could tell the vibe. And
she
like,
looked like a baller, or did she ball?
She balled.
Okay.
But I knew the deal already, so I was just like, look, I'm a football player, so it's like I don't know. I'm not really put in that situation much where I'm like me against a girl, like it's actually.
I'm trying to tell you, cannot play girls the same way. You can't really give them.
Until she packed my shit when I went up for a layup.
I've been there before.
Until she packed my shit when I went up for a layup, and then these niggas said, put a body on her.
Cause you taking her light, so you didn't jump all the way, and she get you.
I'm doing my thing. I'm just playing. You know what I mean? I'm just playing ball. Like I'm not doing the most. You know what I mean? I'm not over here trying to.
Come on now, preach.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm keeping it cool.
Keeping
you know
it.
what I mean? Packed my shit, straight face, got back to it. Walked
Down
back to
court.
it. These niggas said, put a body on her. I was like, oh, I'm about to.
Got it.
I told her too. I'm like, bro, I hit you with that Kareem. I hit her with that Kareem 2 or 3 times in a row, and
You can hoop now.
a little bit. Yeah, I'll be hooping.
It went from a little bit to I be
Nah,
hooping.
fuck that. I'll be hooping, bro. I'll be hooping with the hoopers. So
Like where you hoop, like you got a J ball, you in the paint.
I'm in a group chat that says hoopers, I get the invite to like three events a week, but also I just go to 24-hour fitness in North Hollywood where niggas be acting like niggas really be. Where niggas really be thinking that they about to get signed and shit, and that they about to get a deal.
I've seen that before.
And-
That's why I stay out of 24.
Yeah. I just be going and doing my thing, getting my sweat. I'm like, bro, it's cardio, but it makes me better. So, but yeah, Emeka, like, I'm gonna get into it though because like, we linked up on the gram or whatever after that, and like I just peeped the energy. Like, I said in her bio like 19. She was 19, like 19 and here to change the world, And like in my bio, I just had my my movement, my slogan, heal the world.
Okay.
And like I don't know, I was just like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's dope to see someone who wants to change the world or whatever. But like the energy just gravitated towards us understanding that like we were supposed to walk this in this journey like right next to each other as to be a part of the new wave of like artists that the world needs to hear. And she's from Sacramento, so like she happened to be in LA, and we were it was a Something Dope event that night. Shout out to Something Dope for the people.
Shout out.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I didn't have my whip. My whip was fucked up. Like we hit each other up. Like, let's go hit up this event, try to get on the stage. Like, fuck it, whatever. So like I Ubered to where she was at, and then like we took the Uber to the Something Dope event. We realized like how real the energy was, and we're just like, all right, like, this is something that we gotta keep intact. Like this is bigger than us type thing. And like we had this conversation on the Uber back to her hotel as the Uber was dropping her off, just about like visualizing ourselves like performing at the Grammys next year together. And I mean it's crazy even saying, because like we're keeping this, but like just we visualizing like what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it, and just we're talking game plan like within like this like 10-minute Uber drive, all energy, like game plan of like where we see ourselves and like what we're gonna do and how much we believe in it. It was like this was like the most genuine like love from a human being, like from a genuine standpoint of like this person actually cares about me as a human being. There are no intentions with this at all, like from either of us. To like we're both just like, this is the most genuine like encounter, like genuine encounter I've had, to where like I knew I was like, this is a friend that I need for life. Like this is someone who's meant to be like a friend for life on this path. And like yeah, so since then like we just like it's crazy. Like she was out here, and again after that, so we stayed connected like about everything since then. And like she was out here, and there was some people, because like the shit that women have to go through in this industry to come up, it's kind of sad, bro. Like the way these niggas treat women out here while they're trying on their come up, because like they'll see the talent and they'll know who this person is and they know what they got, but like some niggas just be thinking with straight ill intentions, and she was put in a situation like that, I guess. And I don't mean I'm not putting her business out or whatever, but like anyway, she ended up coming through and like staying over at my place in the Valley for like a week, or yeah, like a week to 10 days straight, and we performed together 8 days in a row. 8 days in a row, like
That's fire.
yeah. It was straight work. It was during like one of the hardest times of my life recently, and during hers, and like we was just making it happen with crumbs, like pushing my whip on like $5 to $10 of gas like to these shows. And like we had like only like one that I was scheduled to perform at, and then one she was scheduled to perform at that weekend, and then we ended up performing at both of those shows together. And every single day, the whole time she was there, we had performances, even counting rehearsal for the August Fest and shit. Walking in the path to the August Fest, like we knew that we took it as rehearsal every single day, like, you know what I mean? And it's just like God, like seeing like people being genuine and like putting real love into a situation of like knowing, like trusting in each other's paths of greatness and sacrificing to make these moves happen. So he was giving us these opportunities every single day. And yeah, like that's really how like the whole Dom Tragic and Emika Love bond came in place. That's a friend for life.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
When you're telling me these things, I just think about, like there's certain people in our life who we didn't have and we prayed for. And just to have these people around, tangible, You could call them. You could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really it's really a blessing. Just it seems like the word blessing isn't even big enough for just the level of
Man.
satisfaction that comes along with yearning for something and actually obtaining it
Oh man.
when it comes to your God-given destination. It's like the best example I could give it is like a video game that you have to get a certain level and then you finally find that weapon that you needed in the corner.
100%.
Like, I've been on this level and all I had to it's been right here.
Or opening up this box.
You know what I'm saying? It's right here.
this
Why
one
didn't
simple
I seen this? And
Yeah.
but it's such a grateful moment, and that's what. And you said that earlier. Like you're surrounded around great people right now, the
Yeah.
people that you need to be surrounded by.
Yes.
And not only is that such a gift, but to get to that, you spoke to something earlier that kind of reminded me of the purge that you have to go through. Oh, that's what you were talking about when you were writing the Let Go song. The things that you have to learn to let it go. Like you have to literally learn, like you have to purge. Like I've gotten so good of letting go.
Oh my God.
You know, it scares me. It scares me. Like I see the value,
Yeah.
but I don't need them.
Right.
You know,
right.
so the purge that we have to go through, and
Oh man.
while we get up out of here, I'm gonna actually try and cue up that song. Just talk about that purge season that you got to go through when you have to cut off arms, limbs, people, etc., etc.
Fuck, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, when I talk about these things that I've been through, like, this was, so before Let Go, like, the downfall that I watched, like, I understood that a lot of the things that I was doing, okay, look, I couldn't let go until I understood the true purpose of being a good the true meaning of being a good person. Are you ready to hear what that is?
Yep.
The true meaning of being a good person is the true way of being a good person, and the true way of defining if you're a good person is what you do when there's nobody around to see. The things that you do for yourself, things that the way you love yourself, the way you bring God into your life when there's nobody, the way you appreciate and practice God when there's nobody around, the way that God looks at you, and the things that only God knows about you. If I had to realize that if things were influencing me not being able to be that person, it hurt my soul not being able to be this person who people think. A lot of my life, like, people thought of me as such a great person. I could say that I've only been a good person, quote unquote, like for like working on like a year or two, a year, man. Like, it's been like 2 years, four or 5 years of understanding, truthfully, like what I needed to do. But like it's been like really like 2 years of being here, but like still work on top of that, because it's a never ending journey to being a good person and to being love. But once I understood that the things that I do when there's nobody around to see, and the way that I practice my lifestyle, and the things I eat, the way I talk to people, the things I do for people that I don't have to show anybody, the way that I practice God into my life and understanding God in situations, oh my gosh, it just changed my whole perspective and made me realize of the things that I needed to let go of that I was holding on to for too long in my life.
It's like when you go on these flows, I just don't be wanting you to stop.
I know, bro. Me neither.
Because it be confirmation, it be information, it be very valuable reminders, bro. And again, like my grandfather used to say, you make it plain. So I really appreciate that, man. It's only right that we end this plane. But last time I had this segment with Glitter, it went terrible. This section, I was gonna call it talk your shit,
Uh-huh.
and it was going very well until Glitter came on, and I was like, all right, Glitter. I explained the rules, and she was like, I don't have to talk no shit. Like, I woke up, I breathed, and I stretched, and I feel good.
Look,
So-
I hold myself back most of the time from talking my shit.
Okay, thank you, man. All right, so this segment is called Talk Your Shit. I need you to address anything, anyone, anywhere, anyhow. Just do it. And the objective of this segment is to get the bells, which I feel like the bell button shouldn't even been working no more. As many bells as you done got already.
Look,
So-
since we've been talking love, and I can still talk my shit when it comes to love,
Let's go.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this as pure-hearted as I can while talking my shit. Like, if you couldn't understand the icon in me and appreciate and love and show gratitude and genuine appreciation and the same, even coming close to showing the same love back to me while I was there. And if you couldn't see the icon in me, that's not on me. But all I gotta say is at least find it in you. At least find it in you to understand the meaning of why I was there when I was there. Try to find the meaning and the purpose of why I was there while I was there, because I'll tell you straight up, it was not for no reason at all. So all I gotta say is we all at the end of the day on a journey to get the love and appreciation that we deserve. We want to feel good. We want to feel good. To the people who didn't make me feel good back, that I tried so hard to make feel good. I just hope that you find some purpose and some value for why I was there, because I know why.
Talk Your Shit is back, Glitter. All right, Glitter, you wake up feeling good every morning. We got some shit to say. Oh, my God, man. Dom fucking tragic, dog.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God,
Shout out my boy Sean
man.
August. I appreciate you, dog. This is a long time coming, man.
If y'all would have seen...
We need that bread. We need that bread. All right. For sure. We need to take that bread.
Yo.
Shit. Like we gotta take a second sometimes just to inhale and envision and just imagine yourself at that key point in your life of where you want to be. And when we breathe out, we gotta understand that we're letting go of everything that's getting in the way of us walking on that path every single day.
Oh, he's still going.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Dom fucking tragic, man. Let's do the typical shit. I guess tell him your Instagram and shit.
Shit, you can find me on all platforms at Dom Tragic. Yeah, man, we on a mission out here to heal the world. Just on a mission to be love, to feel love, and shout out to Sean August. Shout out to August Fest. Pull the fuck up to August Fest.
A19.
A19. Pull up. A19. Pull the fuck up to August Fest, man.
Pull
We're
up,
about to put on
man.
a show. I'm performing with a band. Oh, man.
Me too.
Ooh. Sheesh. Those set times dropping this week?
They have to.
They have to, huh?
I got the set drops on my iPad. I mean, the set times in my iPad right now.
Ooh. Shit, we'll pull the fuck up to August Fest, and I appreciate you for having me, brother, man, for real.
Thank you, man, for being yourself, man,
Thank
and
you.
bringing two executioners with you. All right, shout out to Emeka Love, shout out to Big Mike.
Shout out to Solo Dolo.
Solo Dolo. Shout out to Amazing. Shout out to K Smooth. Shout out to everybody, man. It's 20 artists. I ain't about to name 20 people right now. All right, so shout out to y'all. Shout out to Veda. Shout out to Chef.
Yep.
Big huge shout out to Sugar Free. Thank you, Sugar Free,
Shout out
for being
Ray.
so willing. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Chris. Shout out Jewel. Guys, we've been talking about ease for a long time, and as we put August Fest together, once again, the ease is here. Like, and I almost feel guilty because we kind of got such an early start. Now it's nothing to do, you know, and I actually have time to work on my set.
Oh, man.
So,
Honestly.
you know, last year it was ease, but we kind of crammed some things now.
Yeah.
All the merch is done early. All the paperwork is done early. Everything, mashallah. Thank
Man.
God for ease. The ease is here. And we're looking to up the experience, you know, and
Shout out to you for doing
Thank
something
you.
that nobody has ever done for
thank
artists
you.
out here, man. Like
Thank you.
the way I could tell you straight up, like I was only eating because of these tickets for a little bit. I was only able to drive over here to pick up my tickets because the tickets I already sold got me gas money, bro. Like, shit, like, bro. Every week is a new phase. Like, thank God for the place that we're in right now, and thank God for this new job to be able to, like La Russell said, like, your 9 to 5 is your label as an independent artist.
People love LaRussell for saying and doing all this shit.
Be saying the shit that needs to be said for real, changing perspectives. But yeah, shout out to God for placing gratitude in our hearts, man. Because man, like I feel so blessed to be right here, right now, bro, and just to be able to talk to these people, and like they can feel God through us, and they can feel that light, bro. So shout out to you, dog. All love for real, bro. It's a long time coming.
God love you. I love you. Dom love you.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing you could do about it, man. Next week, I am committing to going live on God Talk every single day up until August Fest. Every single day up until August Fest. Y'all gonna see a new God Talk live every day, and who knows what can of worms this is about to open. All right, but I will commit starting on Monday. We're gonna fill in, so it's just 2 extra days, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna fill in those Tuesdays with a God Talk. We're gonna fill in that Thursday with a God Talk. Real quick before I go, there was a young lady in the chat. I seen her by the name of Denisha Gibson. Very, 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 very intricate to the person that you see today, because there was a time in my life where I got let go from my job and they gave us a lot of money, you know, and I had a lot of time on my hands. And you give a nigga a lot of money and a lot of time and you could see some amazing things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good or bad. You can see amazing things.
Right.
But at this time, she spent a lot of time on the phone with me while she was in New York running her agency. But she gets paid for telling artists what to do with their time.
Oh, wow.
You know, and she gets paid a lot of money to do that. And she pretty much counseled me for free. And she was like, what I tell my clients is they need to have a nickname or a name for every day of the week. And it speaks volumes.
Wow.
It speaks volumes now because you just said every week is a new phase of life.
Wow.
So shout out to Denisha Gibson, who has her body is ridiculous. I just want to say. So she's a fucking genius, but her body is like stupid, Dom. Like dumb. Like I know you're very disciplined, and you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Denisha, but as she was in New York, she PR'd my shit, and she said name each day of the week, and that really helped me through a season, years of my life that I kind of got a little bit away from, that I will be re-implementing. And right now, I'm just gonna remind myself. But we had Money Monday, which was either invest or earn some kind of capital to start that new phase of life. All right, then I had Training Tuesday, where I would either book my my vocal lesson, or I would learn and play the keys, or I would go study something effectively. I would just train my mind. Then we had Work Wednesday, where I would actually implement whatever I trained on that Tuesday. Wow. And then when Thursday comes, I go get my manicures, I go get my pedicures, I go get my hair cut, go get a massage, go do some retail therapy, and then Fun Friday, where I have fun, and Fun Friday lasts all the way up until the new phase of life.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it kept me on a path when I had a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time, and that ultimately led me to going back to school, where I met who? Dom Tragic, guys.
Sheesh. I did not know it was leading up.
Full circle. So, God, I thank you so much for every situation, every minute, every second, every hour, every day, every week, every month. I will never be able to say week without thinking about you now. So I thank you for the people that are able to pour into our minds, pour into our spirit, pour into our journeys. I thank you for all the people that are around us that we pray for that are manifestations. I thank you for the material things we're able to manifest. I thank you for the relationship with you. I thank you for the conversation, the way we're able to understand the whisper and not only understand it, but act on it. Thank you, Father. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the understanding of love, the definition of love. Thank you for the internet, all the resources that we use to express ourselves thoroughly and resonate with the strangers and supporters alike. Amen, amen, amen. Anything else?
Amen, man. Everything that needed to be said was said.
We good, man. Let's smoke. We're going to play a video for y'all, and we up out of here. Again, August Fest, shout out to Miss Corey Renee. She will be on all your radios on K-Day. K-Day will be here. I know I'm a Laker. I talked to the Clippers. We trying to get the Clippers out for y'all. So we got Millennium Shoes. One of my favorite shoe stores will be present. We got some of the best artists. We got fucking Sugar Free coming to the... Come on, man. Come on, man. I hope y'all proud of us. I hope y'all proud of us. Shout out to Jewel on her birthday vacation. She said every weekend she acting bad. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Chris. We've been diligent. We've been doing this shit together, man. And and DJ Prime. Shout out to DJ Prime, who've been perfecting all my lack of Photoshop. You know, my Photoshop ceiling is like right here. You know, he took my shit all the way up here. So I started the idea of the flyer, and he was able to make it look like whatever it looks like. Shout out to everybody downtown. Shout out to Tilt for buying all my merch yesterday. Shout out to everybody that we've been giving out free tickets, free everything. Shout out to all the artists that's been selling, able to eat off. God is satisfied. God is satisfied. I love you. God love you. There's nothing you could do about it. Peace out.